Now a Floridian that have made the move. Right-hand side is the Billy Smith, your number one in points. All the big block power here on the right-hand side of the racetrack. Low slung black hot rod here in the right-hand side. Sitting 287 points in the right-hand side. Big gentleman walking away here from the Billy Smith machine. Let's see, Billy Smith looking to, he's looking to stack on his points already as he is currently number one. Kiefer Simpson down there, number 12. The boost coming up for American Express. He's in and they are gone. Red light start for Kiefer. Billy Smith will move to the next round there. 448.9, 156 off the trailer and only one place. That's right in, 458.9, 153. So as we say, moving on, we have 8 cars in our race within a race here is the makeup race here for Alabama. So Billy Smith will move on to the next round. Next pair of cars here, your number 2 in points is Johnston Jimmy. In the left-hand side of the racetrack, backing up the Gonzo own hot rod here, Mr. Andrew, the best generator loaner in the game. He was such a nice guy when it comes to the old generator rentals. Got the BES LS small engine under the hood there, all the nitrous power. Gonna be coming forward here, number 2. He has 268 points, so 11 or 9. Sorry, see, I can't add 9 points behind Billy Smith. So every round is going to count, especially when it comes to No Mercy. It's double points. And the right-hand side, the new ride, I believe, of Jason Spina, or the new color. Jackson sings it and red lights all in one. Tough break for the Jackson crew there as they needed to keep going. They needed to stay right there with Billy, but zip the tire and they will not like that one there. So if our computer would cooperate here, we get some incrementals. We're getting a little bit better. So our next pair of cars is going to be Sean Pepler on the left-hand side of the racetrack. And Mr. Jesse. Mr. Jesse, he got him a new ride here. 16 spark plugs of Fury under the hood of the Cobra in the right lane. Team RC Comp in the house. This team here in the right-hand side was wilding out at Yellow Bullet Nationals. Wilding out. They was flying, sir. You trying to get in on my sauce there? Well, I was there. That's one of the. Oh, I see what you mean. All right, turbo versus turbo. Woo, look at the old Hemi machine roll on out. Gets there first. 444, 6, 161. Man, oh man! You better watch out. They're gonna have to go to a tire. They're gonna have to go to a tire shop between here and No Mercy to get some weight on that bad boy, because they're finna get after
it. Here's the War Eagle, Miss Haley James on the right-hand side. side of the racetrack. Again, originally from Albuquerque, New Mexico, then moved to Indiana, now to Florida. Ray Cox over on the left side of the racetrack, nitrous oxide. So this is the final pair of round one of the race within a race. So this is doubling as eliminations from Alabama and qualifying. Give her no mercy. Haley James, multiple-time world champion on the right-hand side. Ray Cox on the left. Bumps it in. Haley James on the front wheel, setting it down, top of the racetrack. How about a 456 for Ray to a 449 for the War Eagle of Haley James. You go, girl. Haley James with a good, solid lap. As our next pair up, Miranda Burris and Glenn Hamill. Burris on the left side, I believe it's Dave Fiskus on the right. I tell you what, the crew here at South Georgia Motorsports Park do a phenomenal job getting that racetrack ready to go, seeing some stellar numbers. Remember, it's only Wednesday. It's going to get better. Miranda left, Fiskus right. Rocking the tires, Miranda, there goes Fiskus, top of the racetrack. How about a 454 at 140 plus miles an hour? Our next pair coming up. Brandon Harrington on the right-hand side of the racetrack.
Rolling on here in Ultra Streets. Jimmy Dial and, no, it's not Dave Fiskus. That's the Gills right there. I said a wheel stand there driving out towards the center. That ain't going to do too good. 468.3, 132 for the right-hand side of the racetrack there. Our pairings are a little bit off, and our information screen is, well, it's not cooperating here, so gonna walk out there and check it just a little bit. Mike says, let's send it. So Rodney Massengale here on the left-hand side of the racetrack. There's been a lot of chatter there on the back lines here for the Ultra Street competitors. We might, if some people have their way, we might see some 30s. The weather looks like it's going to be there. Might just go ahead and karate kick the record into next week here. And one of the cars that's talked about whenever you're talking about going 30s in Ultra Streets, the Corvette here on the left-hand side of the racetrack. I don't know if we get weight in between two races, even though this is one race, but we'll see. There's going to be a lot of people looking at that green Mustang now. Goodness gracious. X275. Butters says, all of you, please. All call X275. All call X275. So we'll see Zane Owen coming up the road here, Tifton, Georgia, Ty, something up there. He's got like the shortest drive of the week. Definitely a lot shorter drive than the Massengale hot rod on the left-hand side of the racetrack. LS nitrous power for the Corvettes. Zane's in. Here comes the vet. Look at that thing. That's going to scrub some speed there. 498.3, 113 mile an hour into 666 with a 9 for the Zane Owen machine. Big Terry Wilson here on the right-hand side of the racetrack coming at you. The big block powered machine in the right lane, Cheeseburger. Mr. Jason Waterman, in Jesus we trust. Old Terry Wilson putting his faith in Jesus here on the right hand side. But a nitrous machine here in the left hand side of the racetrack looks like it's dragging something. Diaper clip or nitrous purged off here for the 69 Camaro on the left-hand side of the racetrack. The old vinyl top race cars looking fantastic here. Got the overcast Wednesday for Q1. We're going to let Kyla run down the track here in just a moment, and then we're going to do some track prep before we come at you with X275. Big Terry here on the right-hand side of the racetrack. Thought he wasn't racing, but I guess he decided he's gonna. I'm sure Jimmy Harris was like, you know what, you better race so you ain't gonna be worrying about me all week long. I'm tired of you already. Been here one day, and you're already wearing me out. For Mr. Wilson at 476.8, 144 for the Camaro on the left-hand side of the racetrack. Kyla Hubbard coming at you in the Monte Carlo here. Made a little bit of a horsepower switch here. Said no more Pro Charger power. It's all big block power now. See what this old machine can do. Old Skinny Kenny over here backing her up. Get ready to see what the nitrous ride can do here for Kyla Hubbard. Said given the rules, they thought that the nitrous was a little easier avenue with the power adder and some horsepower. It's a long airplane ride from Montana when she got here. She is moved up over there with her man. Wow, look at that. 449.8, 154. That'll work. That will work right there. It said Pro Charger, don't need it. We got the Lord's power adder. We're out here spraying and praying. Good job to the Hubbard racing team and the Hubbard family. Shingletary and the rest of the crew been working on that unit. All of them are going to be happy with that. They got us a hot rod. Get the tractors out here before we come at you with X275. So we're going to get the tractors out of the way. We'll be coming at you with our X275 portion of the race within a race. The first pair of cars, we're going to see the hot tamale and white rice come at you here. Eric LaFerriere driving the Dewey Buoy owned machine here on the left-hand side of the racetrack. The numero dos in points. The 2JZ Power machine here on the left-hand side of the racetrack. Got some nitrous outlet. Little giggle gas on the 6-cylinder. And all the cubic inches for the hot tamale here on the right-hand side. The young Haley Hawes driving the machine here on the right-hand side of the racetrack. She is number 10 in X275 points. She got dad, mom, grandma, everybody out here watching on. She even got her man, Orion, over there. Tuning it up. I think if Haley had a vision board, she was like, all right, I get a race car. I'm going to find me a tuner. Just happens to be my boyfriend, and then I'm good to go. That's what we got. So we can't see an 18 or a 19 out of the machine here in the right lane. They've kind of been struggling, going back and forth. I tried to take flight earlier last night and knocked a tire, but then went down and back and forth. But it's been a good shot here.
All righty, so Eric LaFerriere, white rice over on the left-hand side of the racetrack. That 97 240. He runs quarter mile with this thing. He runs eighth mile with it, and try to stand on it and put down a good number. All righty. So first pair out of X275 again, qualifying and eliminations, doubling his eliminations from Alabama, and count as Q1 qualifier here for No Mercy. So they're pre-staged, building it up. Top end of the racetrack. How about a 4:16 for White Rice, 4:20 for Haley Hawes. Good, solid run down the racetrack. Haley had the quicker 60-foot by 0.04 of a second. And Ron Rhodes. Ron Rhodes with a single here. So Ron Rhodes on the solo out of Delaware. Up from my neck of the woods. Virgin and nitrous oxide. Ron Rhodes got it done here. He's got it done at the World Cup. Got it done pretty much everywhere he goes. There the Ferriere, 4:16.6. Haley Hawes, 4:20 with a 1. See what Ron Rhodes can do on the Summit Racing Equipment side of the racetrack. Strikes the tires, Ron Rhodes. He's going to idle on down. Never not going to be happy with the 733 at only 101 miles an hour. He's moving on to round number 2 tomorrow. But Derek Cooper, Bowling Green, Kentucky. Marquise Hatton out of Panama City, Florida. And again, on a serious note, we definitely want to send our thoughts, prayers, best wishes to everyone down there in the Florida area with Milton. Looks like it did weaken to a Category 3, but definitely want to keep all of our Florida family in good spirits. Cooper on the left side. Marquise Hatton, Burton the night for stock side. On the Summit side of the racetrack. Marquise Hatton on the right-hand side, a 4:21 and 167 miles an hour for Hatton. Alrighty, so next up will be Alan Phelps, Bowling Green, Kentucky, and DJ McCain. Robert Adele, Rob Globo. Need you for LDR, please. Rob Adele and Rob Globo. Need you down to the stage lanes for LDR. DJ McCain in North Augusta, South Carolina. At 2007 Chevrolet Corvette. 914 Mustang, Bennett small block for Alan Phelps. TV and brake side. There goes Alan Phelps. DJ didn't move. 4:18.172 for Alan Phelps, and the clock has not started on DJ McCain. And there goes DJ. 4:13.171. That was worth the wait. DJ. Number one for now as our next car comes up on a solo. That's Brian Priest over on the left-hand side of the racetrack. Next is Marty Piercy. Right in the middle here of X275 again. A lot going on here on Wednesday evening. Come back, do it all again tomorrow, then on Friday, Saturday, and of course Sunday. got a little loose and brought his right foot up and said, nah, enough for that. 558, only 67 miles per hour for Marty. Bradley. 66 Chevy Novas, the 66 Chevy. Jared Johnson, Raymore, Missouri. 92 Ford Mustang. You're an X275. You're on Wednesday night. Here at No Mercy. Great job by Raymond and the crew here at South Georgia Motorsports Park for getting that left lane cleaned up from the cleanup earlier that ended testing and getting this racetrack ready for qualifying.
No, the Nova in the left lane is the original Ryan Milliken diesel Nova with a, it's, bumper to bumper, top to headlight to taillight been redone, but still has the Cummins in it and a hardway tuned machine, and now Tyler Bradley, all West Texan here, picked it up. Had a little date with the old Tin Soldier race car homies. They did a couple things to it, and it is ready to go. They've been testing a lot.
426, 173 for Johnston.
They probably wanted to go faster than that, but they'll be happy with the 114 short time there. It's 307, so it was already losing the tire to the half track, but 114 down low.
Final call for Rob Galobo to the stage lanes, please. Final call for Rob Galobo. Stage lanes, please. Final call for Rob Galobo. And now pairs 9 through 12 need you. It looks like they're going to check the racetrack real quick on that left side behind the Tyler Bradley machine. All right, it sounds like they're calling for the flat drags. We are going to be on hold here for just a moment.
Good to see old Steve Summers in the house, ready to turn up some race cars, some trucks, and all the other stuff there. He's like, come on, man. No.
We go to our next pair of Jeff Moses and John Davidson. Jeff Moses left side, John Davidson on the right, continuing on with X275 here at No Mercy 15. Chopper pulling it into the beams on the right-hand side of the 80 Malibu at American, Kansas. Double stepping on the throttle, John Davidson 5'11", 104. So Cameron Marsoff out of Hayesville, Kansas. The 67 Chevy Camaro, and Charlie Johnson, Marietta, Florida. Again, send our thoughts, prayers, best wishes to everyone down there in Florida in the path of Hurricane Milton. Again, it looks like it did weaken to a Category 3. So Cameron Marshall, Charlie Johnson.
The Hayesville, Kansas hot rod on the left-hand side, purging off the nitrous. A couple of big old nitrous motors fighting it out right here as the luxury lawn and landscaping machine here on the left-hand side of the racetrack. Going to be doing a little bit of honeymooning here in November. He said, yo, dog, that tech card, I think I get it back. So I ain't going to be able to make the roundup. And Ducky Johnson here on the right-hand side of the racetrack of the 10-soldier race car machine pulled forward and ready to let her rip, Tater Chip. Ready to get after it there. 424, 169 for the nitrous-powered hot rod, and making its debut with the clocks on here is going to be the Mama machine. The next Motorsport race car hot rod here on the right-hand side of the racetrack, the Preston family, coming forward here with Isaac Preston behind the wheel. Big thank you to RPM Transmissions, Renegade Racing Fuels, Motion Raceworks, TVM Brakes, Rife Sensors, Oakley Motorsports, BES Engines, Precision Turbos, RC Comp, and US 60 Dragway, Hardensburg, Kentucky, where we'll see you in July for the Jay Bodie Jr. race. Coming at you here, 100,000 to win. Left-hand side of the racetrack, Holly, Mississippi, the 95 Mustang. No more nitrous, now it's all the turbos. Be coming forward, and we're looking for the stock block record here, which they currently own, the Preston family. So we're just going to try to keep it after it here and, you know, get a little bit of four-door action in X275. So if you do line up against them, you better hope that the four-door machine don't put you on the trailer. But this thing is a rocket, whether it's no prep, top side, back side, on the street, whatever it is. Let's see what Mama can do. That many butterscotch cookies Mama's giving out. This was hot tamales right there. It was 107 down low and clicked it early. 445, 137 for Isaac Preston and the Mama machine. Nice shot right there. Pair of Mustangs coming at you. A first generation to the right-hand side of the racetrack, and the Fox body. I guess that'd be third generation. It is LK, Little Kenny coming at you. Getting the old nitrous machine backed up here with the quad zoomies. The zoomie horns. We're going to see Fluhart here, Jacksonville, Florida, the Mark Benson Racing Engines, Mags, Fabworks, and Tony Morris Carburetors. This is a limited machine here on the right-hand side. I do believe. I mean, I don't think they're going to make the jump from limited all the way up to X, but we shall see right here. The old Big D Energy Mustang in the right-hand side of the racetrack can do. Coming at you, this is Q1 for X275. $495.7, $139 for Fluhart. That'll look very good in limited trim later on. And LK, thing was rolling, went 105 down low, and then clicked itself off. So I don't know if it turned off in power-wise or what, but well, hopefully he's got enough room to make it. Otherwise, we're a little four-wheeler guy going to come out there and get him with the roller. Yeah, it looks like he's moving now. Looks like another limited street machine here on the right-hand side. The Mike Ford Racing Engines. The Mustang. Braden Simmons coming at you from Catahoula, Florida. LS Power Machine. I believe this is another limited street ride, getting back to cross the Christmas tree here. And Rick Masterson, the 64 Nova, coming all the way down from Paxton, Illinois. Big Marquise walking around. That's big Marquise. So Brandon Simmons, the nitrous machine here, the Lord's Power Adder, spraying and a praying here in the right-hand side. Simmons and Masterson here in X275 qualifying. The boost for Masterson coming up. He's on the popper. Little wheel stand for Simmons. Backdoor 509.7, 137. Definitely going to be a strong runner there in Limited Street.
Ramirez out of Sanford, Florida. Up inside.
The last pair of X275 here, or the last car of X275. We see Big Eddie let go of the button here in the small block Ford powered Mustang.
Clicks it off early, 528, 109 miles an hour. That'll be it for X275.
fire jacket, but them pants, them shorts ain't fireproof there, Justin. All right, so our first one out here is going to be a competition single in competition here, a race within a race. Ziff Hudson, your number one qualifier. Well, number one in points. His opponents said, I'm not going to be able to make it. So we will see Ziff Hudson go to the next round of race in a race. Race in a race. Yeah, Christopher Nolan is like, they stole my idea? Inception? A dream within a dream within a... No one goes 3 deep, though. Can't go that far. Yeah, that was way hot. That was Wade Mooney, ladies. If you're looking for... In and out before you know it. It ain't a long time, but it's a good time, I'll tell you that.
So wait. I have something that Wade doesn't?
Wow. I'm turning this off. Hold on.
All right, Ziff Hudson. That's Wade over there laughing at me. 107 short for Ziff Hudson at the top of the racetrack. How about a 422 at 160 miles an hour for Ziff Hudson? Tommy Yeomans and Greg Blevins Jr. Tommy Yeomans Pontiac GTO, twin turbo small block. Greg Blevins out of Fenton, Michigan. Fenton, Missouri, rather. So the Pontiac GTO on the left side, the 69 Camaro on the right. And Blevins. Tommy Yeomans getting a little loose, kicks it off. 395, 197 for Greg Blevins. Rob Goss, Sheridan, Wyoming. It's 23 Challenger. Pairs 1 through 4, approaching 75 to the lanes, please. Pairs 1 through 4, approaching 75 to the lanes, please. Pairs 1 through 4, approaching 75 to the lanes, please. Goss, Luke Smith. It's going to be all Rob Goss. How about a 405 at 184? Sounded like to me Rob had to pedal a little bit. He's getting a little out of groove, but he takes the round win. And a good stellar number for Rob Goss. Luke Smith, have it early, 791 and only 68 miles per hour. Is our next pair up? Rob Galobo and the Thrill Minute. Shane Stack. Galobo. That beautiful 2019 Chevrolet Corvette Z06 model. And Shane Stack, Huntsville, Alabama, the 86 Chevrolet Monte Carlo. All right, so be on hold here for a quick report of debris on the racetrack. We'll put us on hold here for a brief moment. So we give you all clear from our officials on track before we resume.
Don O'Neill, Flow Drag Racing here at No Mercy 15 with the one and only Stevie Fast Jackson. Radio versus World Championship is on the line. Raceworks, Shadow 3.0. KTR fields customer cars all over the globe. We had a scheduling conflict, a race got moved, and one of our Brazilian customers is racing for a championship.
All right, call goes out to fire them up and go. Lobo and Thrillbilly Shane Stack. As he can put the power down. Set. And top end. How about a $3.99 for Shane Stack, $4.02 for Rob Galobo. Shane puts her in the three straight on down the racetrack, 107 to 60 foot. And Galobo not a bad run, 109.3 60 foot, 402.3, 189.15 miles per hour. As our next pair comes up, going to be Ernie Dampier and Chad Henderson.
Need the Tims. Pro 275 Tims and lanes, please. Timothy Oros and Tim Dutton. Two Tims at Pro 275. Timothy Oros and Timothy Dutton. The lanes, please, as we're going to get the Extreme Agro Grand National backed up here on the right-hand side of the racetrack. The Root Supercharged Hot Rod. The Killing Time Racing tuned-up machine here in the right lane. Some of Motorsports lane. And left-hand side, next Motorsports race car. The Preston family has Dampier wicked up here on the left-hand side. The 2010 ZR1 Corvette Proline Power. I'm going to butcher it, Zach. I'm sorry, but Z7X graphics. Got this thing looking absolutely gorgeous there in the left lane. Charles Lackey, your starter bolts have arrived. Go pick them up at the Summit trailer. Once again, Charles Lackey, your starter bolts have arrived at the Summit trailer. Dampier's on the dinger. Henderson's taking a sweet time. One flat down low for Henderson. He'll get there first. 388.7, 190. Getting after it. 081 on the tree. Dampier was thinking about it. He was on the dinger forever. I don't think that was anything on purpose, but got it done. Says, come on, man. That transmission fluid is going to be 10,000 degrees, dog. Henderson will get the win. Next pair. Jimmy Hancock coming at you, open like Alabama. The Hancock Performance Machine. 68 Camaro, the defending champion. Racetrack, White Lake, Michigan. The new car still got the brand new chassis shop smell in it here. Steve Halpert gonna pick up the Fox body machine here as the freak show is gone on down the road. So you'll see Halpert or Jamie Hancock coming forward here. Hancock is your 7 in points, and number 12 behind him is Steve Halpert. Halpert will be going to the next round there. That was quite the interesting spark show there after Hancock got back in it. 416-1, 169 for Halpert. Not the smoothest victory, but a dub nonetheless. He will move up in points. Pro 275, Pro 275, push it forward, please. Push it forward here, guys. Over here in the lanes 2 and 3, push them forward, please. Push them forward. Thank you much. You're welcome, Kugel. A battle of the old iron here. Some Pro Chargers apiece. Big block power for Mitch Micah on the right-hand side of the racetrack. Palatine, Illinois, getting the 69. Camaro backed on up here. The fastest Pro Charged big block. I think real deal big block is what we said, because there's, well, clock's on big block. We'll go with that. I'm sure Damon Merchant got something to say about the fastest Pro Charged big block out there, but he got one of them shifty big blocks. Kenny Hubbard here on the left-hand side of the racetrack, coming at you in Montgomery, Texas with the small block. Nizer Racing Engines, Pro Charger power here, the 74 Nova. Good to see the safety yellow and orange here. Got some of our line crews out here getting Georgia back together, watching on all this racing. So, man, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. So we'll see Asian Orange here, Skinny Kenny. Hopefully they got some extra weight in the car to go ahead and make sure it's at weight when they come across the scales, as my man has tuned himself up like a race car over there and shedding weight like it's going out of style. Mike is in, here comes Kenny. Micah goes red and Kenny zips the tire. Kenny's gonna go, thanks bud, appreciate it. As Micah's gonna go, son of a biscuit. And our last pair of cars is going to be Matt Bell and Houston Dial. Houston Dial got the new car for him here, the formerly Black Plague machine. I don't know if we're still carrying that moniker or not, but that's what I know it as. The machine here on the right-hand side of the racetrack. By the Devil Horse Racing family here, you see old Jack Green coming at you. Walking around behind the car, left-hand side, Cowboy. And that means Matt Bell is going to be on the Christmas tree here momentarily. The Red Line Motorsports hot rod in the left-hand side. Pro Line, twin turbo power. Let's see what we got as we are last pair of our race within a race. The winner of this pair will have Ziff Hudson next round. So we'll have Shane Stack and Chad Henderson, Greg Blevins and Kenny Hubbard, and Rob Goss taking on Steve Halprin. So who is going to be the lucky contestant to take on Ziff Hudson next round? We shall see here momentarily. Going to get the nitrous purged off here for the machine on the right-hand side. Well, let's get them here. 9 through 12. Butters says, come on, Pro 275. Pairs 9 through 12. Al Tucci is ready to watch some Pro 275 racing action here. Doing all right. How about yourself? Tired. I could imagine here. Houston Dial waiting on Matt Bell to get the Nagasaki Noisy Boys spooled up and ready to go. He said, see ya. 103 down low. Matt Bell reached for the Skylight Toy Story after he clicked it red. He just threw that pass in the trash right there. It's 407.9, 103 down low for Houston Dial, 179 mile an hour, and they're going to be creeping up on that tune-up. Definitely want to try to go faster than an 88 with that hot rod. So give as a show of support, I don't know if you guys have seen online or not, but SGMP was ground zero here for all of the repairs. All the linemen and everything were staged to do all the repairs in Cook County and the surrounding counties, but the Torres family pretty much got a hold of all the linemen still in the general area and said, look, you come on in, we're going to get you a wristband, and you are going to be able to watch some racing here as a small token of thank you here for all the hard work that these guys and gals do away from the family. They're out here, they're drinking some cold ones and just watching the fruits of their labor, because if it wasn't for those guys, we definitely wouldn't be able to watch some racing right now. So hats off to all you guys over here hanging up, holding the fence down from flying away right there. We appreciate you. I'm sure you're probably going to be going to work here down south the next week too, so it's like, all right, whatever your disaster response, you're just on the road all the time. So we see Brian Priest, the new to him machine, McDaniels, Kentucky, the 2014 Cadillac machine coming at you here. J.R. Pines said threw it up there on Marketplace, and next thing you know, we got a, is this still available? And the transaction was completed. And Nino Magillo, all the way up from East York, Ontario, Canada. The LDR 632 machine here in the right lane. Gonna try to get the old zoomies lit up and gone. Ooh, look at that thing separating there. It's the fastest looking 117 60 foot I ever seen. Marcus Carew coming at you here from the Lone Star State in the right-hand side of the racetrack. Coming at you, Katy, Texas here. Good to see the Carew family pick up after the fiery devastation that he suffered at the radio roundup, and that thing was, it was on fire for a long time all the way down the racetrack. Got the Chevy Deuce picked up and ready to go. Got Big Joe O out there, looks like he's helping him on. He's got the hands in the hoodie, checking some things out, helping out the Carew family. And Jay Trissle, West Unity, Ohio, the 2002 Camaro, 903 cubic inches of Musy power here in the left-hand side. See the nitrous ride or the turbo ride here. Which one is it gonna be coming at you here? This is limited drag radial. We got about 6 more pairs to go before we come at you with Pro 275. Look at Trissle the missile. Shifting gears down there, 419.0, 170. And Marcus Carew creeping up on it there. You got the big mile an hour there. He needs to work on the half track, and he'll have a rocket ship as well. As he goes 429.1, 171 for the Katy, Texas-based Chevy 2. And a couple more Texans enter the water box here in limited drag radial competition. One of them, an engine builder. The other one, a metal fabricator. They're Mark Moore and Eric Moore, the Moore family there. Eric behind the wheel of the 67 Mustang in the right lane. Going to get the old Pro Charged big block back on up in the right lane. And the nitrous power of Taylor Laster. I'm sure you could probably get like a different power adder from Taylor, but he knows his nitrousness there in the left-hand side. So we finish here what the TRE man in the left lane has got to do here with limited drag radial. I haven't seen him campaign this car before, but it's got some TRE power and it leaves the starting line. It's probably going to put up a number here. A couple Corvettes along the way, sold all those, kind of consolidated his operation there, and now he's got him a 4th gen here in limited drag radial. No pecker extenders allowed, so you pretty much want the long overhang of the 4th gen. As Eric's crew guy did a little twist there right into the beam. Starter there, Mr. Crook, was like, hey, get out of that beam. So we'll see the Pro Charge machine here. Sanger, Texas coming at you, the 65 Ford. He's in, here comes Laster, and there they go. .105 down low. For Eric Moore, it's about the only thing he's going to be happy with that run. Laster zips the tire, but motoring on down there in our next pair of cars. It's going to be some orange Mustangs. Well, orange cars is what I meant to say, but a orange Mustang in the left-hand side of the racetrack, and, well, big red here in the right-hand side. That is the Justin Martin. Going to be pushing the Patriot pedal all the way down. Got Bubba's buddies there on the wicker bill. Shout out to my man's Doug Cook out there. Hopefully he is staying safe in the storm with the rest of his crew. I bet you if he's got Starlink going, he's definitely got the race going and got a nice smoked out old-fashioned. We're just watching it. He had his fun last weekend. His Nova put on a show down there at FL2K going like 210 mile an hour or something. I mean, it was ridiculous. Made it all the way down to the finals before the rain came in and ruined the fun. See what Pete Harrell's got tuned up here for Justin Martin on the right-hand side of the racetrack from Pensacola, Oklahoma. the Steve Summers Tune hot rod of Larry Salvatore in the left-hand side of the racetrack. Coming at you from Danvers, Illinois, the heating and air conditioning mechanical services machine in the left-hand side. And the auto repair man here in the right-hand side. Boost coming up for both machines here. More than likely see them at the radio roundup here in a month or so in the Ennis, Texas. Summers reaches for the sky and Martin go 431, 160. Had a little problem. It was only 111 down low. She was just a little sluggish there. I don't know if they're trying to creep up on the tune-up or figure out some issues, but definitely a lot of ET left in both of those. And good to see my man here from the left-hand side, Barrington, Illinois. That's Wally Farbakey coming at you in the GT Tree 50. If you didn't know, you can get those with 481X's, Proline Power, the Aloha Installations machine, left-hand side of the racetrack. He's got his daughter down there. She's a Baylor Bear, and he's like, "Look, I'm trying to find a house in Texas because I love me some Texas racetracks." Chris Tate in the right-hand side of the racetrack, Lexington, North Carolina, coming at you with the Noonan Power, TKM, the Kevin Mullins horsepower. Try to get a little bit of information on the power plant there for Mr. Chris Tate, as Mr. Mullins definitely get some horsepower going, whether it's Coyote or LS platform or even some Hemi stuff. Farbakey's already in. He's going to be waiting. He went, oh, I messed up there. Tate's pumping. He's in. There we go. Hooks up there. I'm sure when they get out of the car on the top end, Wally's going to be like, sorry, dude. I was just in the moment. I was zoned in and totally didn't see you weren't even staged there. So we're in LDR. Mr. Lyle Barnett here driving the Rob Kohler-owned machine. He'll be taking on Hunter Hawkins. Wow, that's stayed up in the RPM there, but 402.7, 186. Lee White got that thing wicked up and Fabian hit the button. One more time. Goes to number 5 there, so I'm sure Mr. Kohler there. Apparently, they had big plans of going, and then they said, well, who's going to drive? And next thing you know, he said, well, it's almost like the Spider-Man pointing at everybody there. Like, you're not going to drive? I'm not going to drive. Luckily, when you come to SGMP, they'll have a driver for you. Lyle don't leave the house without his race pants. Willie Dog.
All call for Pro 275 to the lanes, please. All call for Pro 275. Stage lanes, please. All call for Pro 275. Stage lanes, please.